Hello and a very good evening to you all. This is Saurabh Sharma, and today I'm going to talk to you about the topic netizen and cyborg. And this topic is part of new media, and this is a very important topic. And you are going to learn more about this topic by the help of this video. So, without making any further delay, let's move on to the list of content. Well, the first topic of this video will be what is netizen. After that, introduction to netizen and the characteristics of a good netizen. And after that, we are going to try to talk about cyborg and definition of cyborgs and the various examples of cyborgs. So let's jump to our first topic, and that is what is netizen. The word netizen was invented by Michael Houben in 1995. It came by combining the two words internet and citizen. Netizen means the person who is actively engaged or involved in online activities. According to Merriam-Webster dictionary, netizen is an active participant in the online community of the internet. So, well, let's move on to our next content of this topic, that is introduction to netizen. Michael says that the netizens are the people trying to make the world of digital networks a better place for all the netizens. The netizens may make a technological contribution, such as making the speed of the network transmission faster, or finding a way to exchange information safely. The other netizens may make a social contribution, such as trying to answer to the question that someone asked, or presenting information on the web that other people wanted to know. They are not only using the network to get something from it, but also trying to give back something to the network. Well, let's move on to the next slide. This consists of the characteristics of a good netizen. Well, there are 7 characteristics of a good netizen, and we are going to discuss these characteristics one by one. So the first one is watch what you are saying. The web provides users a certain degree of anonymity, which makes people say mean things that they wouldn't say usually while having a conversation with someone. Also, abuses are as unwelcome online as they are in the real world. The rule is, if you wouldn't say something in real life, don't say it online. That is actually the part of a good netizen. A good netizen, you shouldn't have to say like this, and you should have to respect the views of others. Well, the second point is don't forget the golden words. These golden words are thanks and sorry. Well, you should have to say sorry if you find out that you have done some mistake or error, or you have posted something that shouldn't be said, or after that may be intentional or unintentional. And you also have to say thank you if someone greets you well. Well, after that, the third point is watch your tongue while talking on sensitive topics. Well, this is a very important topic because a lot of posts are actually on religion. So it doesn't matter what your religion are, you should always talk sensitive about it. You should always be sensible while writing or posting comment or posting any video. You should have to keep everything in mind, and after that you have to think from all the perspective or from all the sides, and after that you have to say something on it. And after that, the next point is when reposting, always credit the source. Well, that's a very good characteristic of a good netizen, that you should always give credit to someone's words or pictures or other form of intellectual property. As you do in your real life, you have to do also online also. So that is a very good quality of netizen. Okay, so the next point is turn off the caps lock. You know, when you are writing on caps lock, it usually means that you are talking bold and loud. So it must be avoided. Say no to spamming. Well, spamming means when you send various messages or various mails which are actually not of use to someone, to a person. So this type of thing is known as spamming, and you should avoid this. And if you will keep repeating the thing, I'm sure that you will end up losing your friend. Well, The next point is keep personal conversations private. Do not put sympathetic messages on the wall of a friend who will just lost her job or his job. Because if you will write those messages, obviously others will also read it and he wants to find it good. Because that is something that you should have to, call her or online if you wanted, if you really have the sympathy for him. But you shouldn't post it as a public for that person. Obviously, that person won't find it good if you will tell him in public that you have lost your job. In real life also, if you think that you are sitting in a cafeteria and if you will speak loudly in front of all the people or in a party that I feel so sad that you lost your job. So obviously that is a bad thing. So you should avoid that. Well, the next point is do not tag unnecessarily. I have seen that not many post people are usually tagging other people, even they are not in that picture or whose posts are not relatable to them. Still after that, lot of people are usually tagging you, and that's a bad thing. You shouldn't tag it unnecessarily, because that is not a good gesture online, and to be a good netizen you should avoid it. Well, the next point is don't overshare. Well, this point is for those who are actually too much emotional. I don't know what the reason, but they are actually sharing everything. For example, what they have made, what they have cooked, or whatever they are doing, they usually try to update it on internet or on the social media platform. And because in real life also you don't show all these things to your neighbor or to your family members or to all of your friends that I am doing brush, or I am brushing, or I am going to school, or now I am sitting in a cafeteria. You are not doing all this type of stuff, so don't overshare. Well, don't be deceitful online. Well, that's a very important feature of this, and one of the most important things to be a good netizen, that don't be deceitful. Don't send fake messages. Keep your social media profile complete and accurate. Don't use them to live out your fantasies. Don't pretend to be someone you are not. Do not put your favorite celebrity's picture as a display picture. Don't use your profile to stalk people or keep tabs on your activity. Well, whether online or offline, no one likes an uncouth person. Be yourself, but don't be an annoyance to everyone out there. Okay, most of the people are using the pictures of celebrities and they are sending the friend request to other person. That's not the right gesture, because you should have to be yourself as you are in real life as in online. Okay, let's move on to our next important topic, and that is cyborgs. And in this topic I am going to tell you many things about cyborgs. First of all, let's start with the definitions of cyborgs. There are various definitions that I have collected, and I'm going to tell you about these definitions. First one is a human who has certain psychological processes aided or controlled by mechanical or electronic devices. Well, this is the definition that is given by library.thinkwell.org. There are other definitions also, and the next one from Marvel Dictionary is a cybernetic organism, a living being who contains cybernetic or bionic parts to replace and or enhance physical parts. Okay, a living organism with biological and machine components. That was given by geoscience.com. Well, a composition of man and machine popularized in science fiction novels. That was given by Rome.asm.net. And the next one is essential machines that are controlled by a sentient brain, but with bodies made of inorganic mechanical parts. Corporations usually feel these units as heavy or assault infantry. The next one is a short form term for cybernetic organism, a being who has received extensive cybernetic replacement or augmentation. Okay, must have to watch about that alloplasty, prosthetic, and cybernetic. To know more about this. That was given by fanfiction.net. A human being whose body has been taken over in whole or in part by electromechanical devices. A cyborg is a cybernetic organism. That was given by wordnet.princeton.edu. called CWN. So the next definition is a cyborg is a cybernetic organism, that is an organism that is a self-regulating integration of artificial and natural systems. The term was coined in 1960 when Manfred Clynes and Nathan Klein used it in an article about the advantages of self-regulating human-machine systems in outer space. That was the definition has been taken from Wikipedia.org, and then after that, that is cyborg, and then cyborg is 1989 action sci-fi film directed by Albert John, Jean-Claude Van Damme, and I'm going to tell you about this film and the examples of cyborg also. Stars as Gibson, Rickenbacker, and underdog Street Fighter who battles a group of sadistic outlaws led by Fender Tremolo, Vincent Lane, all along the east coast of the United States in a post-apocalyptic near future. That is also about the cyborg film that has been taken from Wikipedia. So let's move on to the next slide, that is some examples of cyborg. Well, there are few examples of cyborgs, and I am sure that you are going to like these examples. Well, the first one is about Star Trek. In Star Trek movie, the original series debuted on September 8, 1966. In the movie, cyborgs are shown to the world. In 1989, also a movie was released named Cyborg, directed by Albert Kuhn and starring Jean-Claude Van Damme, as we have discussed in the above definition about this movie. That movie was famous or very popular at its time, and even watched by many in present also. The next one is Doctor Who. In 1963 to 89, it is considered as one of the oldest one, and a video by BBC, British Broadcasting Company, in which you will see the cyborg. Well, after that, Robocop is one of the famous characters that was loved by people, and even several games were also made by this name. And in 1987, it was in 1987 by Orion Pictures that was showed in front of the people. And after that, The Terminator. Well, this is one of the very famous movies. If you haven't seen this movie, you have to watch this movie to know about the cyborg. This movie was released in 1984, one of the most popular movie of its time, due to the cyborg character played by Arnold Schwarzenegger. Well, this movie is a very good movie if you wanted to know more about the cyborg and the future that we have about cyborg. Well, even in Indian movies or TV serials, also cyborgs are liked by viewers. One of the famous examples of it are characters played in the movie Fish Creek by the actor Vivek Oberoi as Carl. He was also showed as cyborg in that movie. Okay, and maybe a lot of people are not aware, but they have already watched the cyborg character in Indian TV serial named Shaktiman. If you haven't watched all these movies or all these characters before, then I'm sure that you have watched the very famous popular serial named Shaktiman. And in that TV serial, a character was shown, name was Electric Man, and that was actually a cyborg which has electricity power and which was working like a robot and all. That was a cyborg, the half human and half robot type of person with extra or with superficial powers and all. Well, the next point is popular movies like The Avengers are hit due to love of people for watching their favorite superheroes fighting with cyborgs, as we had seen in Avengers Age of Ultron or Captain America Civil War, or in the last part of the Avengers that was Endgame, Avengers Endgame. So these are all the examples of cyborg. Well, thank you for now. Well, also in the end, I would like to give credit for this presentation template that was created by the help of Slideshow, including icons by Platicon and infographics and images by Freepik. Well, thank you for now. There are also links available. If you would like to follow me online, then you can also click on these links given and follow me out there. Stay healthy, stay safe, have a good day.